Today's video was a suggestion from subscriber Burguer 55. If you want your suggestion to become a video, leave it in the comments. Hello guys, how are you doing? Today we are going to talk about a game I've never heard before. If a few weeks ago I made a video about a game about soda, today we are going to talk about burgers. The Burger King games, to be more exact. According to Wikipedia, the games were sold as part of a promotion during the holiday season from November until December in 2006. Burger King games, or King games as they are known, are compatible with the first Xbox and the Xbox 360, and I wonder how this is possible. The King games are three different games: PocketBike Racer, Sneak King, and Big Bumpin. Each one has unique mechanics and a separate story, starring the Burger King mascot. You know, the king with the scary face. Having played the games as a child must have been a lot of fun. I didn't experience it, but if you were one of those kids, maybe this video will bring back some memories. I really don't know what to expect from these games, but it's like I said in my video about Pepsi Man. I really value it when companies are creative in the way they do marketing. So, applause to Burger King for making these games. Let's try one by one. If you watched my video about sports games, you know that I like kart games. Okay, these are bumper cars, but it's almost the same thing. The game starts and... oh my god! Okay, this is the game menu. The king just stands there and waves at us. Okay, nice guy. The game features classic characters from the Burger King cinematic universe, like the king and the subservient chicken, but who are these people? Winston, Tiffany, Joey, what? Look, this boy is dressed as a hamburger. The game also allows you to customize your car, and by that I mean you can choose its color. It's a game made by a fast food franchise, go easy on it. The story mode of this game is the championships. You need to finish a championship to unlock the next one, and so on. The championships are made of mini games, something very similar to South Park Rally, which already has a video here on the channel. They are all really fun, to be honest. Some are simpler, you need to take down all the opponents on the map, and sometimes these maps have traps. My strategy here is to walk in circles. Everyone will follow you, and when they least expect it, you push them off the map. Another really fun minigame is this one where you have a timer and you need to pass it to another car by hitting it, something like hot potato, and I swear 10 seconds never felt so long. Now, two minigames where I'm really bad. In this one, each player needs to hit this disc. When you hit it, it makes the disc the color of your car, and you get points as long as the disc is your color. This minigame is very chaotic because the four cars are trying to hit the disc at the same time, and it keeps changing color all the time. And there is the football minigame. I don't talk about this minigame. Another very good minigame is this one, where this light appears at a point of the map and you need to take it to the other side of the map. If someone destroys your car, you need to repeat the whole process. But the best strategy is to wait for the light to spawn while the other players are fighting each other. It's not cheating, it's strategy. This game brings together everything that's common in kart games, such as minigames and power-ups, and executes it in a very interesting way. When you finish a championship, the game just returns you to the main menu and then you go back to playing. The biggest challenge of playing co-op games alone is that these games tend to be boring when you are not playing with your friends, but surprisingly this game was fun. It doesn't have any another major attraction, but it does its job. Next game. Sneak King. First of all, I wanted to say that while I was researching information about these games, I found this guy on Reddit, and he has 2,706 copies of this game, and I would be a much happier human being if this guy watched this video. So please, if you are him, tell me in the comments, because the real king here is you, my friend. And talking about kings, look at the shadow of the king on the cover of this game. It looks like a horror game. The game menus are very simple. New game, achievements, and a short tutorial. And this looks like a Grand Theft Auto San Andreas mod. This game is a Metal Gear Burger. You have different maps and 20 missions in each of them. In each mission, you need to deliver Burger King meals to hungry workers, but you need to do this hidden, without the other workers seeing you, and then you surprise the hungry worker with a burger. Are you sure this isn't a horror game? This game even looks like Five Nights at Freddy's sometimes. Although, you are probably thinking that doing the same thing 20 times is repetitive. Know that in each mission you need to accomplish the objective in a different way. Sometimes you need to stay hidden until a hungry worker passes by. Sometimes feed a number of people in a certain period of time, and sometimes just hide. The game is very easy. Do you see those blue marks on the floor? They are the workers' field of vision, and yes, it's very small, what ends up creating scenes like this. Whenever a worker gets hungry, you have a few seconds to feed him. If you fail, he will faint. But most of the time that's not a problem, because there are people fainting and getting hungry all the time in this place. Someone needs to find another job for these people as soon as possible. This game is much easier than the previous one, but he knows how to have his own charm. Even though it's ridiculous that you are trying to convince me that no one is seeing this guy sneaking around, you can't help but say that the king is a character with charisma. Look at him dancing, and look at this. He truly believes that no one is seeing him. Seriously, half of his body is exposed, you are not even hidden. When you unlock a new area, the environment changes. Now, we are in a residential neighborhood. However, the missions and the characters remain the same. But I'm surprised that the game doesn't get boring quickly, even without major changes during the gameplay. Just like before, an average game. Seriously, you can have fun with this. Next game. My god, what a sudden change of soundtrack this was. Remember when I said that the first game looked like a typical kart game? Well, this is a typical kart game. Here you can choose between different modes of racing or battle royale. I like this game, but it has the most weak points in this trilogy. The power-ups are cool, the maps are beautiful and very varied. In one of them I even stopped to see the animals that were around all the time. But these bikers are very slow, and that bothered me a little. Another problem is the exaggerated number of invisible barriers, places that clearly seems like shortcuts make you hit your face in the air. Most of the other runners are very slow, and where is the music? To fix most of these problems, I just played the Battle Royale. In this mode, you are free to walk around the map, passing through these bright spots to fill your power-up bar and use them against your enemies. The maps are the same as in racing mode, the only change is the game mode. And despite the enemy's intelligence being limited and the bikers being slow, I had fun. It's a good kart game. This is the weakest game in the trilogy, and it's still not a bad game. I wonder what kind of magic they did in these games to make them so enjoyable. You already understand, right? This channel isn't necessarily about bad games, although most of them are, but rather games that are in the past and deserve to be revived. For whatever crazy reason I have in mind. Anyone who lived between 2000 and 2010 must know what it was like to notice technology starting to be part of our lives. I remember my first computer very well. I remember my iDogs, I remember my Neopets, and going to eat a hamburger at Burger King and coming back with a game for your Xbox must have been something really cool for a child at the time. It's no wonder that I saw several comments from nostalgic people on Reddit and YouTube talking about this game. Even though it's not an incredible game, it's a good game. And honestly, a game that it's basically an advertisement for a fast food company being considered good, it's already quite a victory. So congratulations Pepsi Man, and congratulations Burger King Games, you really did your job. I think this is the biggest challenge in marketing, offering you a product in a pleasant way. And these are games that can do that. So my final verdict is, Sneak King is the best of all, precisely because it's the most different. Big Bumpin is a fun game to play with friends, and PocketBike Racer, despite having many weaknesses, is still a fun game. These games manage to have fun and unique mechanics, such as the concept of Sneak King and the Big Bumpin minigames. I played these games a lot, and at no point did I feel buried by advertising. Remember in my video about Pepsi Man when I said these are definitely the most difficult levels, even if the first one is just another city taken over by visual pollution. This never happens here. The characters in the game are the same characters from Burger King, and sometimes the Burger King stores appear, but the game does this so smoothly that you don't feel like you are watching an interactive commercial, but a real game. If you are interested in these games, I really recommend you to play them. It's a pretty good experience. We are done for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you next time.